You and your friends are sitting there. Two of your friends are playing patty cake. Because when you notice something, you tapped on your friend's head. You said, "Let's go." Why is that ball standing behind you? You told your friends that you want to check it. You stood up. You and your friends stood up. You went to go check on it. But something just happened. There were 2 hooks. There are 3. There are 4. 5, 6. Or more. There are 6 hooks. As that you have been noticed. You touch the hook, but one of them fears you. It grapples your head. It starts to pull you right into it. And one grabs your foot. It was starting to kill. But until then, you became one of the creatures. Your friends were shocked and feared. You told your friends to get down from here. And it said, "Do you come to play?" One of your friends that you're standing behind said nothing. Your friend was screaming from your help. But there are several hooks. Right behind it. It told the hooks to kill its victims. You pulled the friends back. They tried to drain its blood. Everything. It just went wrong. It just keeps going every single time. Your friend made it out alive. He made it out alive. Or did he? No, he did not make it out alive. Several hooks are killed. Now it spits your friends out. You rubbed in your friend's hands. But as that you already noticed, it's already too late. You told one of the hooks to come out. You lured the hooks. You lured one of the hooks. You stepped on it. Now that it's your pet from right now. You petted the hook. But nothing happens. But the sensory stuff is still there. With all this blood, gore, and everything. It disappears. It's telling it to move along. It sucked your friends in like a black hole. But it already have noticed it was called an item number. SCP-162. The object is classified as Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-162 is to be contained in a sealed container at all times. Any handling is to be done with a thick steel plate gloves and heavy body armor. Any personnel attempting to touch SCP-162 without proper protection or acting in an erratic or non-responsive manner are to be immediately removed from the containment area. All personnel are to submit and review for 2 weeks after interaction with SCP-162. Description: SCP-162 is a mass of fish hooks, fish line, needles, scissors, and other sharp objects in a rough ball shape, close to 22.4 8 feet in weight, and 2.1 meters, 7 feet in height. After being in SCP-162's vicinity, subjects have been reported feeling drawn to the object in order to touch it. This design can extend for several weeks. After seeing the item becoming an obsession in many cases, the draw increases the more SCP-162 observed, and subjects will become violent towards anyone attempting to restrain or remove them from SCP-162. Touching SCP-162 will immediately result in several hooks becoming embedded with subject's skin. The experience is extremely painful, which more than normal fish hooks, struggling or attempting to escape to ensnare the subject, more likely resulting in the subject's complete entrapment of the surface of SCP-162. Subject will bleed profusely, resulting in death after a prompt period of time. Subjects whose skin is impermeable to SCP-162's hooks, such SCP-1063, have proven to be immune to SCP-162's copulation effects. Attempting to remove a subject from SCP-162 will result in the entrapment of the remover or gross bodily harm to the subject's flesh. Subjects will many times cycle between expressing extreme pain and requesting assistance to statements of pleasure and requests to be left alone, even attempt to grab an entangled personnel to rescue from entrapment through SCP-162 conclusion effect still remains. SCP-162 is in its containment chamber. Lesson complete. If you missed the previous orientation, go watch SCP-4975. Time's up right now. Or for the complete course, watch this playlist.